because guess what month it is? It's October. But that's not what's important. What's important is that once a month, I allow myself to soak up like a sponge all of the nihilism and existential dread that it seems is clouding the entirety of the earth recently, and allowing myself to wallow in it and to just soak it all up. And what's really, amongst many things, what's really affecting me recently and feeling like a worm in my brain, RFK Jr. style, is the new AI app that just came out from the same people that made ChatGPT called Sora. In 2023, we had some of our very first iterations of AI-generated video. There was like that video of Will Smith trying to eat spaghetti, and his face would go like all like cuckoo bonkers. And it didn't even like resemble like a video. Like it looked like some experimental abstract art that you would see at like the MoMA or something. Then 2024 came along, and we had these like anime filter generated things, and they were all just like really gray and brown and looked like shit still. And then at the start of this year, we had that infamous video of a bunch of bunnies jumping on a trampoline, which was one of the first collective times that millions of people were fooled for the first time, that they were under the impression when they first watched it that this was a real video that was captured, that some sweet innocent bunnies were jumping on a trampoline. And I, like many, believed it because I'm of a pure heart, and I believe the bunnies would meet on a trampoline in the middle of the night for a fun little playtime. But alas, it was AI, and here we are now, in October. Reeling from the brand new app that ChatGPT just released, and I don't even really need to show you. If you've been on TikTok or any social media app in the past like week, you've probably seen examples of videos that were generated by Sora. And mind you, to just like explain it in full, Sora is a I hate talking about this. I hate talking about it because it's all just so... It's a video, an artificial intelligence video. It's an AGI... I don't know what the fuck... It's an AI video app made by the people that made ChatGPT, and you can like type in any prompt, as like most of these apps have always been. Like what I'm saying sounds like nothing new, but the things that it spits out are so realistic. Okay, with the previous iterations of like what it was called, like Google VO, like maybe 1 in like 1,000 could like slightly resemble something real. And I'm finding myself today, like for the first time in I think forever, scrolling through TikTok and legitimately being fooled by most. Like I'm talking most videos. And it's not just me. You go to the comments and pretty much everyone will be like, I'm getting scammed when I'm older. Like there's a mass acceptance that we are beyond fucking doomed, just broadly, in many ways, but specifically, it feels, and this is not, let me be very clear, this is not the singularity that many AI scholars and just like the media has been hinting at happening, which would be the concept of a fully sentient AI that whose intelligence like exceeds the human brain. This is not that, but holy fuck, it feels very close, because not even a human, not like it actually does surpass human ability in that in a sentence or two, it can create something that would take an entire crew to film, an entire set to be built, like genuinely, it is almost indistinguishable from reality. Like the main example I'll say, which seems so trivial now and like so dumb, it's like, but there's videos of Jake Paul going around.
I'm literally in the car right now and I'm feeling so cute. Like, hi, who is she? It's giving main character. It's giving convertible, even though it's a Jeep. I can't. I feel so soft tonight. But wait, look at this. Look.
And at first I was like, congrats to him? Question mark. Like he's got like big long nails. They're making Jake Paul a diva. Like also just so amazing that that's one of the first things we're doing with this groundbreaking technology that will shape the future for the rest of mankind. Is we're making Jake Paul a diva with nails, and making him do makeup tutorials. So what does that say about us as a humanity? I don't know. But what's really like one of the things that's just like so insane about it is it can mimic like video styles. So like it really does like an iPhone video super well. Like all the little artifacts of like a iPhone camera, it can like replicate like the fuzziness, but also like the movements of the camera. But not just that, like any type of filming style, it can recreate like a talk show perfectly. An Axon body camera, like a police body camera, it can recreate one of those videos impeccably, to the point where it fools me, someone that has like been on the internet since I can remember, and it is fooling many of you who have been on the internet since you can remember, before like you've probably seen videos before you even knew what your own fucking name was. And what bothers me so much about OpenAI, which is the company that makes ChatGPT and the company that makes Sora, and also just broadly most of these like vampiric fucking tech bros that are developing this technology, is they do it in such a like,
you know, we're just trying it out. We're just trying it out to see what will happen. It's a new technology and it is exciting, but we're making guardrails.
Like they're like, we'll put like there's a watermark on each video. Do you know how fucking easy it is to remove a watermark? A watermark? That's your defense against something that could very well start World War III. Is, oh, we put a watermark that says Sora on it. Oh my god. So, there's many outcomes and end games of this technology now being open to the public, free, already rampant across all types of media. There's some of the more trivial and obvious ones, like I've already seen people being like,
this is so awesome. I can finally change the ending of Game of Thrones.
like, there's people like literally like AI generating the ending of TV shows, or like writing in their own little plot twists, and it will take the characters from that and fucking adjust it to however they want. So immediately, and I believe there is some guardrail right now where like only authorized faces can be used in this. Like you can, I think, scan your own face and then place yourself in these AI generated videos, which I'll get into that into a sec. Oh my god, I have a stroke. I'll get into that in a second. But like an immediate casualty of that is we've lost like the concept of an artistic vision, because if you're, say, like a director, a singer, I mean, we've already had like AI generated music. There's like AI generated Drake and Kendrick songs and Taylor Swift songs that like reach like Spotify charts because we're fucking idiots and we're heralding our own demise. But it does mark like no longer will like a body of work, like a movie or a TV show, belong to the director or the person that made it. It will be something that you can take and remix to however you want. A darker example is I saw this person talking about how they just tested out that Sora AI app, and they were just scrolling through it, and someone had put in a prompt of a child playing with a toy that resembles a certain flower, which is so disgusting that I like feel puke coming up as I even talk about it. And it generates it. it generates it because you can generate fucking anything despite like the guardrails that they put on it. It's so bleak. But back to the whole concept of how you can like put your face into it. Now it makes me wonder, like, for some people who are a little bit less like socially inclined, or like I don't even know who this would apply to. Maybe this applies to everyone. Maybe everyone will want to try this, but certain fantasies that you have, certain goals you have, you can achieve by placing yourself in an AI. Like, there was a reporter, I think it was for like Bloomberg or something, and she like generated videos of her accepting like a Nobel Peace Prize to like see how it would feel. So you could like generate like a video of you like winning an Oscar, generate a video of you like making out with your crush or something. Already, as like not a public figure, but like a fucking influencer, I've seen fucking disgusting videos of my face superimposed onto corn with a P videos that have made me actually want to fucking snap my phone in half. And also, I just want to say, I've been working on a big, long video essay about all of this, so I don't want to get into, like, the broader effects of AI, right now, because I'm working on, a larger project for that, which I know I said was going to come out last week, but then they released this, and then, it's all very disgusting, very bleak, and it makes you feel very powerless. And I can't help but think that the concept of AI and how it's being utilized feels like, I always think, who does it benefit? Who does AI benefit? Because it's not going to benefit 99% of people at all. And then I thought to myself, what does that remind me of? What does that feel like it's inherently tied to? And then, not to be the friend that's too woke, but doesn't it feel a little bit like capitalism, where it's only the people who hold the keys to it, the insanely rich people who are developing it, that profit off of AI generation, the people who are able to weaponize AI into whatever they need it for, they're kind of the only ones that win. It's almost similar to how we are so disconnected from wealth, like the concept of working resulting in wealth, the whole fallacy of that, the fallacy that like you can be as rich as like your wealth and your the wealth that you've accumulated is directly tied to how hard you work. That entire fallacy, it almost feels like a cousin, a sister, a brother. I don't know. I'm the one that thinks that. And maybe to take it a step further, when I scroll through TikTok, why has TikTok themselves, actually, I've talked about this before, but why has TikTok themselves pushed an entire software that they created themselves, that allows you to use AI actors and spokespeople for your product, instead of like TikTok has cannibalized their own creators that have made their app what it is, by making like you can pay like $2 and have like a fake like blonde white girl be like, you should try my flat tummy tea, and it's like almost indistinguishable. Like, and the crazy thing is, like, we make these leaps in like how far this technology can go. Like, it seemed like every year or so, and now it feels like every month or so. And so, like, right now, in 2025, October 2025, we are at damn near close to, like, the singularity. We have AI that is very much indistinguishable from reality. What the fuck is next? What the fuck comes after that? Is it, like, actually completely indistinguishable? So that brings me to my next point. And I'm not saying that this is the goal, potentially, but I wouldn't put it past the people developing AI. But we're in this weird gray area now where the value of an image is completely dead. The value of a video is dead. The value of a voice recording is dead. That is something that can no longer be used as like proof. Mind you, there's still like very slim ways to verify if like there's like metadata on like video that you record with your iPhone, and I believe they've implemented in like most AI like AI video generation apps. There's metadata that will like signal that it's AI generated. That's like why if you post like a video on TikTok that's AI generated, like a little tag will sometimes come up. There's that, but how long will that last? Because you can just screen record the video. It's so easy to remove the metadata. But like genuinely, we now no longer have the value of an image, video, or voice. It cannot be used as proof. It's basically like it will soon be a valid and socially acceptable defense for like something to just say like, well, it's AI. That's not real. It's AI. That is something that in like 5 years you could probably say if you're like caught on video like robbing someone. You could say that like security camera footage is AI. If there's like an influencer that gets caught like saying like the N-word, they can say, oh, well, that's AI generated. Pictures, IDs, the list goes on and on and on. And I know it seems like not like the biggest deal ever, but you look at how much of our day-to-day life involves either an image, video, or your voice for any number of things. Voice activation on like a phone call for like your bank, like facial recognition. You might be sick of AI, but what if you're sick yourself? The amount of things that can happen in your body brewing up that you don't even know about, that like you need a doctor, a proper doctor to tell you what's going on. There's so many. And as I accept my UNC status, as I'm getting older, I realize that I need to be on top of my health, because that's the best way. It's better to play, what is that saying? They always say it's better to play defense than offense. I don't know. I don't know why I always try and do like a sports analogy, but I got on top. I got on the defense for my health because of ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/mama to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/mama, ZocDoc.com/mama. So, the effect that has is like, you know, it's not like we're just looking at Sora AI as an app and being like, well, everything on there is fake. Like, fucking duh. And they have this little like dumbass disclaimer when you like sign up for the app. I think that's like
just a reminder, even though it looks real, everything on this app is fake. So have fun. Have fun putting yourself in Naruto in Demon Slayer.
But that's not the case. It's not like we're just like, oh, well, it's only on Sora. No, like obviously this content is massively shareable. A video of Jake Paul doing his makeup with long acrylic nails will make its way over to TikTok and has made its way over to TikTok, makes its way over to Instagram with so many people like not even realizing that it's AI. Like I feel like people would only realize that it's AI because people are like talking about it and like sharing their experience. Like, did you see that video of Jake Paul? Yeah, I saw that video of Jake Paul. So like that distrust in image and video and voice is like decentralized. It is now everywhere. It's in ads in the subway. Like there's this infamous fucking ad campaign they do in the New York subway system for Skechers, and it's like this like really blows my mind because it looks like they use like a 2023 AI image generator. Like the images are like awful. Like it's that like horrible like kind of cartoony style, but it's like a Skechers ad. Like it's everywhere. The distrust in any image is gone forever. And it's not like this is something like we can walk back. Like, it's like past the point of like government intervention. There is genuinely nothing that you can do, that I can do, that the government can do, that the president could do, that God, if he fucking existed, could do to stop this. It's Pandora's box and it's fucking open. So, oh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. And I've started to like disengage, I guess, with the internet as a whole, because to be on the internet now is just like to interact with like so much AI slop. And I'll admit it had its novelty for like the end of like last year. Seeing like shitty little like ballerina cappuccina Italian brain rot, but like it wasn't horrible. Like no one was thinking, is that a real woman with a coffee cup for a head? Like no, like it was still stupid, and it's still like, hey, we're like we're 20 minutes into this. I haven't even touched on the environmental impact of AI. And please fact check this, but I saw that like pretty soon they expect like generative AI video to use as much electricity as New York City and San Diego combined. What the fuck? I've disengaged from the internet. I'm so fucking out of the loop. I am not chronically online, like at all, except for that video of Natasha Bedingfield inviting Skrilla to her concert going 6-7. That is the funniest fucking video I've ever seen. And is it even real? Is it even real? It probably isn't. But it makes me sad. It makes me sad because in a lot of ways, the internet that I loved is gone. I grew up on the internet. The internet raised me, gave me so much of my personality. It felt like such a safe and comforting place. And that's gone. That's fully gone. That will not be coming back, like at all. And that's not like I'm not just like being nihilistic. Like that's legitimately gone. And all things evolve, all things change. I just didn't know that it would change like this. And sometimes, listen, I have a fucking trivial job. I have like one of the most useless career occupations that exists. But I feel like I will be one of the last YouTubers. Human YouTubers. Because there's already people who, I mean, pretty soon, there's already like AI companions. I know people in real life who talk to their AI companion for hours on the voice function, have like literally introduced me to their AI companion as if they are a living, breathing friend. And pretty soon, like, you'll be able to ask those AI voice companions to generate a video for you. You'd be like, make Game of Thrones 2 for me. Make Breaking Bad 2 for me. And it will just do it in like 5 seconds flat. And I think many things will be lost with the AI like revolution. We will lose YouTubers. We've already lost like a lot of writing. Maybe I'm cursed because what I first went to college for was journalism, and now like, was it like the Washington Post or Wall Street Journal that fired like 200 journalists and just like replaced them with AI? It was some magazine that did that, I think. So like that career went fucking kaput. YouTube is next. And it makes me sad. So hope I was a good one for you guys. Hope that when we are attached to the AI singularity algorithm through our belly buttons, the Matrix style, you guys have fond memories of our time together. I'm being too nihilistic. Let me give you some hope, because I'm never just gonna leave you with doom and fucking gloom, even though that's what it feels like sometimes, because what I always believe is that there's equal amount of good for equal amount of bad out there. And I think, the good silver linings of this is now more than ever, we're going to place so much value in handmade things, handmade stories, handmade objects, in-person interactions with each other, things that, like, for now, I mean, listen, there's horrors beyond our comprehension right around the corner, but, like, things that cannot be replaced by AI, even if Sam Altman and his cabal of freakazoids tried their absolute hardest, cannot be replaced. Like spending a good night out with friends, or the kiss of a lover, or a home-cooked meal from your mother. We have those, and they feel better than ever, and we have them for now. Just promise me, y'all, that when the Sword Art Online ask like headgear comes into the market, and you can upload your consciousness into AI, hey, please don't do it. Please don't. Please stop it there. And I keep thinking about something that's so inevitable. That's also what's really hard to reckon with, is that it is inevitable. AI is very much driven by profit. It is extremely, extremely, extremely profitable for companies to implement AI into all their operations, whether it be removing their employees and replacing them with AI, like entire customer service, like professions are just gone because they can be replaced with like an AI phone assistant. It is like genuinely, I feel like we can get to a point where Amazon is 2 employees, like the CEO and like one person to make sure the data centers don't burn down, because like, and it sounds bleak to say that like that many like human jobs could be replaced, but genuinely, I am sure that is their goal. I'm sure if you ask like any CEO what their goal would be, it would be to replace every single one of their human workers with AI, in some shape or form. Where was I going with that? I had something. I had something positive to say, and I lost it. Just like that. It feels so inevitable. And I think back to like the Luddites, how they resisted like technology that seems like so, like it's so funny that they were like resisting like the printing press, or like just like machinery that would like replace them. But it's like, now that we have an invention that can replace everything, like damn near everything, what do you do? What the fuck do you do? So when I look at like my future, how already most people that I know, most like YouTubers, most people that I work with are using AI in either like on a small scale or like for their entire operation. And I feel like every day I'm losing the fucking battle at resisting it. I think, when will the point come where like the people that don't use AI, the people that like reject it, society like turns on them and thinks like you're fucking idiots, and like cash them away and like disenfranchise them? Will that happen? I don't know. And it's also so disheartening, because I remember looking forward to this shit. That's what's crazy. When I was like little and I'd see like sci-fi movies, and I'd be like, whoa, like when we finally get AI, it's gonna solve so many of our problems. We'll find like the cure to cancer, and we'll have robots do like the really dangerous jobs for us, and we'll live in harmony. And seeing that it actually just took joy and fun and whimsy away. Cool. Very cool. So maybe maybe it comes as a wake-up call, and maybe as like a soft extinction moment, not a physical extinction moment yet, but like a ideological extinction moment where the people that disengage from AI, and maybe potentially broadly just the internet as a whole, will get to live such more fulfilling and grounded lives. Because genuinely, and I don't like to like get too nostalgic and look too far back in the past. Like I know that's like what like a lot of like radical conservatism is rooted in. It's just like always saying that like well, 10 years ago we're so much better, and 20 years ago we're so much better, and we should actually live in the 1960s because that was so awesome. But I do feel like in a lot of ways things were pretty good 10, 15 years ago. We certainly have a lot more horrors now. And I know you ask any old person, any person over the age of 70, and they'll always say like when they were young that they thought the world was ending then, and the world never ends. And that every generation just feels like the world is ending. But what if it actually is? And on that note, just listen, I know like AI is like pushed down our throats in so many ways. The way I'll use like a tool on Photoshop making my thumbnails, and all of a sudden I'll be like,
AI generating, or like getting AI from cloud.
I'm like, stop, no! It'll be like
Paint the bucket tool.
like make this red, and it's like
AI generating red.
shut the fuck up. Resist as much as you can. It's like you can participate in capitalism while still critiquing it, because we have no other option. And I feel like at some point we will have no other option but to use AI. It'll be like you'll be like at the hospital bleeding out because you just got shot, and you'll have to talk to like a robot to like take your insurance and like index your patient information. Fuck, like I don't know. So like, you know, resistance is kind of all you can. Don't feel powerless, because in your own life, like you are at the wheel, and you can resist it as much as you can. But I do think, unfortunately, it is completely inevitable, and there will be aspects of it in even like 5 years that we'll all have to adopt, and that are even adopted like against our will, in like in ways that we don't even have like control over, like systems that we rely on, and like governments using it, like the way the U.S. government uses or like works with like Palantir, which is like a like shadowy AI military company that like creates like horrors beyond our comprehension, and that's what our taxes go to. So resist in whatever ways you can, but just give a hug to a loved one, and spend some time out in nature and places where AI hasn't even touched and couldn't even bear to touch, because there's no way it could. And no, maybe a little bit, like realize to yourself, perhaps a little bit nihilistically, that when all this is done, when the human experiment of humanity is gone, there will always be bunnies bouncing around in a field, and they will be real. And I love y'all. I hope you have a good Thursday. Maybe my proper video essay on this topic will be, I'm sweating so much. I turned off my AC because it started freezing and spat out ice cubes in the middle of the night, and it woke me up and is now dripping water on my floor the night before I have to go on a trip. And I think I might come back to a flooded apartment. Love y'all. It feels bleak, but it's not that bleak. Just, you are in control of your own life. So do what you want and align yourself with people that have the same values as you. And if I see y'all make a fucking AI edit of me, it's on site. Bye!